Так, ну что же. Здравствуйте. Вы на канале Crimson Hexer. Сегодня мы продолжаем играть в Hogwarts Legacy. Перед началом видео прошу поставить ваш очаровательный лайк. Подписаться на мой канал. Это меня очень мотивирует. Очень, я бы сказал, как для начинающего, да, там ютубера, стримера, твичера и так дальше. Да. Да и все. Ну, комментарий можете тоже там черкнуть. Так, ну что же, остановились мы на том, что мы идем на урок, собственно. Так, что опять не так? Опять какое-то заторможенное действие. Ну, как-то оно оттормаживает. У меня, в принципе, перезагрузился этот... перезагрузился, потому что я играю через... Господи. Remote Play. Играю с PS, но передаю как бы картинку на компьютер, иногда оно тормозит. Да, но потом оно как-то все устаканивается, более-менее все норм. Смотрим. Так, ну... Ой. Все-таки камеру бросает туда-сюда. Длительность камеры. Давайте будет единичка по стандарту. Есть прицеливание. Вот с прицеливанием тут бы побольше. Да, как бы. Вот, так. Класс защитных искусств. Ну это да. Лучшим порохом куда удобнее. Бля, что это? Это типа камера наблюдения? Бля, ну жестко. Бомбарда?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Ага. Levioso.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Прикольно. Чувак такой типа сперся, она такой подсунула, такой оп. Это круто. Такие вот мелочи делают игру. Ну, она мне не выбрана, да? Ага. А где? Люмос. Ага.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Угу.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling.
By
We'll
duel.
start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Круто, круто. Бля, это прикольные эти.
This should be easy.
Оу.
You're good. Now Protego. Protego. Complicates things. Rather good at this, aren't you? Stupid. Lucky. Nothing lucky about it. This can't be your first duel. Let's just say
I do not join duel. Bring all of my students for this attempt. Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Токсики. Бля. С этими красными волосами, конечно.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Угу.
All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
О, это чё? Это оборотень? Интересно.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Все не поговоришь. Давайте осмотрим здесь
Nice
этот.
work.
Это что, Железная Дева? Да, это Железная Дева. Зачем она в классе? Чтобы наказывать учеников? Какой-то скелет, какие-то орудия тортур, что ли?
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Угу.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Стены
I'd
пуффендует.
hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Может, слизеринцы общаются с пуффендуйцами? Что-то новенькое. Закрыто, ага. Окей. О,
Leviosa.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
первое.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like.
Да
but I
ты
know
шо?
better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Интригующе.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library. You just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Интересно. Ну, это как истинный слизеринец, да, там его подталкивают на какие-то неразрешенные, да, занятия. Так, как сюда попасть? Компас. Да ёб твою мать.
Revelio.
Я никогда, походу, не привык, но... Оп. Кто это там разговаривает? Бля, она и на меня смотрит. Бля, они смотрят на меня, эти бюсты. Что нужно? Вы смотрите. О, опять кошка. О, это же другая. Вроде бы. Да? Конечно, мяукает она как какая-то прокуренная кошечка, да?
Revelio.
Revelio. Такс. Бля, было бы прикольно учиться в Хогвартсе. Да. Помечтай, помечтай. Так, ну можно здесь открыть путь.
Revelio.
Интересное место. Класс заклинания, это чуть выше. Сейчас какое-то новое будет.
Revelio.
We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Сразу
Hello,
так.
I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Забавный дядька.
It seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Акио. Что-то припоминает с первых частей, как-то изучалось, похоже. Угу.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Вау. Ничего себе.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible. Splendid! Excellent control there.
Неплохо. Почти упал. Там чуть-чуть остается. Прям капец.
Very good.
Ну что, неплохо. 2 к 50-ке.
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear. Is this clear? Кто поймет, кто поймет.
There we go.
Accio.
Splendid!
Be sharp. Phew.
Фух. Что, боишься проиграть?
Brilliant. Watch this.
Brilliant. Это она специально, чтобы преградить мне путь? Но я стану так.
Accio.
Ай-яй-яй, упадет.
Happens to the best of us.
Блин, она... Эй, ты чё? Перестарался. Б.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. There we go.
Accio.
Угу.
That is how it's done.
Не падай.
Nicely done. Watch this.
У нее прям идеально. Ай, упадет. Блин, да что ж такое? Капец. Опять на 10 очков победила.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Да, только она справилась лучше, да? Типа, ты такой лошара, можешь забрасывать, типа, ну, ты поступил сюда такой и
Class is
проигрываешь.
dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Такое.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Почему переводит как Уагада, если она говорит Уганда? Типа... А, значит, там своя, по сути, это намек на то, что там есть своя школа волшебства.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Сейчас
Ouagadougou
Уагада.
School of Magic is the largest
Сейчас
wizarding
по-другому.
school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never
Крупнейшая?
seemed
А,
intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
интересно.
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
Руками, значит.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Ah, dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Мне кажется, что все, что они здесь понадобавляли...
Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise.
Что им полностью не все придумали, потому что, насколько я знаю, Роулинг как-то, как-никак, но как-то курировала, наверное, чуть-чуть. И они ее спрашивали, есть ли другие там миры, ой, не миры, а другие школы.
Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
И поэтому она, наверное, им рассказала свои какие-то штуки, которые она не добавила в книжку, но хотела. И они это сюда добавили просто. Это очень такое хорошее, как бы, продолжение или там развитие волшебного мира Хогвартс.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. one often gains the most from the battles
Это
one
железная
has
дева.
lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Угу. Опять железная дева здесь, только другая. Мне кажется, они туда, блядь, учеников запирают. Там железная дева, тут железная дева. Типа, ну, как бы, наводит на всякие мысли.
It was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Новое задание. Начните свой первый день в школе, посетите, встретитесь с профессором Уизли. Ну, идем к миссис Уизли, профессор Уизли. Of
Hello
course.
there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Да, привет.
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Угу. Значит, она прям как МакГонагал, профессор трансфигурации. Профессор МакГонагал, профессор трансфигурации, тоже заместитель директора, как бы, да? Что-то тут не так.
Revelio.
Здесь даже есть отражения, какие-никакие. Это вообще тоже шок увидеть в игре отражение свое. Это... Что? Можно сходить пописать? Ладно. Это вызов какого-то демона туалетного. Опа! Здрасте. Это отсылка к Гарри Поттеру, что ли? Да ладно. Прикольно. Здесь кто-то делает оборотное зелье. Может быть, кстати. Дури, это отсылка к этому. К Гарри Поттеру в первый. Так, давайте вспомним. Нет, второй. Это тайная комната. Они во втором комнате варили. Чего?
Revelio.
Ты говоришь про мои волосы? Кров вейлы какой-то. Ты тоже разговариваешь, как я понимаю. Это капец, конечно. Стоп, это не женский туалет? Так это женский туалет, бля. Может, из-за этого унитаз взорвался, типа такой, типа, что за хуйня, блядь, что тут делаешь? Вот это туалет для мальчиков. О, писсуары. Интересные писсуары, конечно, были когда-то. Почему здесь... ладно. Я думал, трубы даже другие. Так, здесь нужны, походу, опять же такие делиминационные чары. Кажется, эти полотенца, они как-то так себе подходят. Типа, это же нужно все стирать. Ну, хотя, это же волшебство все. Взял там, замахнул волшебной палочкой, все чисто. Поэтому почему бы и нет? Очень удобно, кстати, бы было. Так, может... А, нет, стоп, сундук увидел. Сколько? Сколько уже у нас идет видео? 30 минут. Так, ну еще минут 10. Побочные задания. Угу. Так, ну пока не пойдем по побочкам. Блин, по побочкам. Замок уровень 1. Угу. Какие у вас побочки? Да. Собственно. Мне нужно сюда. Керамическое крыло. Ну как-то приблизить. Ага, масштаб. Не то нажал. Мне нужно сюда, я тут. Здесь рядом ничего нет, как я понимаю. А, оно не активировано. Окей, тогда давай компас. Цик. Пошли.
Revelio.
Мало ли. Может, что-то есть. Тарарарам-бам-бам. Она будет меня учить, как превратить крысу в чашку. Это будет забавно, если что-то такое будет. Ой, это кто? А, это кошка. Ну, это какой-то гномик. Начать. Ой, что произошло?
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Дик. Интересно.
There you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Что, работать еще больше?
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Себастьян, ну, пусть будет Натти.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Опять она поощряет алкоголизм среди молодежи. Что это такое, блядь? Странная женщина. Просто... Сливочного пива нужно хлебнуть. Нужно хлебнуть. Сливочного пива хлебнуть, да. Поговорите с профессором Ронаном, чтобы получить свою первую задачу. Задача — это особый тип заданий, которые дают профессора Хогвартса, и после их выполнения они учат вас использовать новые заклинания. Наградой за выполнение вашей первой задачи является устанавливающая чара репара, которая необходима для выполнения других заданий. Вы можете следовать своей задаче и их выполнение мимо заданий в вашем руководстве. Так, ну я не знаю, можно с ним поговорить, а потом уже заканчивать, наверное, эту серию. Что ж такое? Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before.
Всегда будет так говорить. О, что он тут делает? Интересно.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Right where, Professor? Наберите парящую страницу в башне защиты темных искусств. Здесь рядом с разбитой статуей.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Акио? Где она?
Revelio. Accio.
Угу.
Revelio.
Теперь же...
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Ну, это типа, чтобы отточить навык Акио. Твой голос не нравится. Да ты шо, спалю.
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Почему?
Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoil sports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind.
I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles.
Да, ну я помню
Round
с
game.
старых игр.
And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Что ужасно.
I haven't much interest in a game that sprays you with odors.
Only if you lose, which I never do. Or at least, not often. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway,
Ну,
I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year to help me.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
интересно, интересно. Знобия Ноук. Какое интересное имя у этой девочки. Знобия, да? Как Зинаида, только Знобия. Так, ладно. Думаю, на сегодня можно заканчивать эту серию. 42 минуты, думаю, достаточно. Не хочу делать очень там большие серии на час, на два, потому что их никто не смотрит. Такие большие. Ну, я просто не смотрю такие длинные серии. Это, к примеру, такое мое мнение. Ну что ж, подписывайтесь на YouTube, на Twitch. Ссылка на Twitch в описании. Ставьте лайки, комментарии. Что еще? Да, в принципе, ничего. В принципе, все сказал. Да, обожаю эти неловкие моменты конца видео, когда вспоминаешь, что сказать. А в принципе уже все сказал. Ладно, все. Всем спасибо еще раз за просмотр. Хорошего всем дня, вечера, ночи. И всем пока.